In today's fast-paced world, the concept of relationships and what people seek in a partner has evolved dramatically. Yet, one group whose romantic preferences often remain overlooked or misunderstood is single middle-aged men. These men, typically in their 40s, 50s, or even early 60s, are at a unique stage of life. They have accumulated a wealth of life experiences, faced challenges and successes, and now approach relationships with a different mindset compared to their younger years. Middle age is often considered a period of reflection and reevaluation. For many men in this age group who are single, whether by choice or circumstance, the desire for meaningful companionship remains strong. However, their criteria for choosing a partner tend to be more nuanced and grounded than in their youth. They are less interested in fleeting attractions or superficial qualities, and more focused on compatibility, emotional connection, and shared values. Understanding what kind of women appeal to single middle-aged men requires us to delve into their psychological and emotional world. Unlike younger men who might prioritize excitement or novelty, men in middle age often seek stability, trust, and genuine partnership. They appreciate women who have a mature outlook on life, someone who can be both a loving companion and a reliable confidant. Moreover, the experiences that middle-aged men bring into a relationship shape their preferences. Many have experienced previous relationships or marriages, which might have ended for various reasons. These experiences often teach them the value of patience, understanding, and communication, leading them to appreciate qualities in a woman that contribute to a harmonious and respectful relationship. Another important aspect is that middle-aged men often desire a partner who respects their individuality and life journey. At this stage, they are usually more established in their careers and personal lives, and they look for women who are independent and confident, yet caring and supportive. They want a relationship where both partners grow together, sharing not only joys but also challenges. It's also worth noting that middle-aged single men may have different expectations depending on their cultural background, lifestyle, and personality. While some may prioritize companionship and emotional intimacy, others may also value shared interests, intellectual stimulation, or even a sense of adventure. In this exploration, we will break down the topic into three main parts. First, examining the mindset and emotional needs of single middle-aged men. Second, identifying the qualities and traits they most admire in women. And finally, understanding how to build meaningful, lasting relationships with them. By gaining insight into these aspects, we can better understand the dynamics of relationships at this stage of life and appreciate what truly matters to middle-aged men when it comes to love and partnership. Whether you are a woman hoping to connect with such a man or simply curious about this unique stage of romance, this discussion aims to shed light on what makes these relationships meaningful and fulfilling. Understanding the mindset and emotional needs of single middle-aged men. When we talk about men in their middle age, typically those in their 40s, 50s, or even early 60s, who are single, we are addressing a group with a unique set of life experiences and emotional landscapes. These men are not the same as the young bachelors in their 20s or 30s. Their worldview, expectations, and priorities have evolved, shaped by decades of living, learning, and often surviving. One of the most important things to recognize about single middle-aged men is that they are often at a crossroads. Some may have chosen to remain single after previous relationships or marriages ended. Others may have never married or found the right partner until now. Regardless of their individual story, there is a common thread, a desire for meaningful connection that goes beyond the surface. At this stage of life, many men have moved past the excitement of fleeting romances and are instead seeking something deeper: companionship, understanding, and emotional security. The years they have lived bring a certain clarity about what truly matters. No longer driven primarily by physical attraction or novelty, these men tend to place higher value on qualities like trust, respect, and emotional intimacy. Psychologically, middle-aged men often experience what some call a second adolescence, a period where they re-examine their lives, dreams, and relationships. This can bring a renewed desire to find a partner who fits not just their lifestyle, but their evolved identity. Unlike younger men who might still be exploring who they are, middle-aged men usually have a more defined sense of self, which influences how they approach relationships. Another key aspect of their mindset is the awareness of time. Men in middle age often realize that life is finite, and this awareness pushes them to seek relationships that add real value and joy to their lives. They tend to be less tolerant of drama or unnecessary complications and more interested in harmony and mutual support. Emotionally, single middle-aged men may carry scars from past relationships. Divorce, breakups, or losses can leave them cautious, sometimes hesitant to open up fully. This emotional baggage is a critical factor in understanding their preferences. They appreciate patience and sensitivity in a partner, someone who understands that trust needs to be rebuilt and that emotional walls take time to come down. In addition, many middle-aged men value independence, both theirs and their partners. After years of building careers, managing families, or raising children, they often seek a relationship where each person maintains their individuality. They want a partner who is confident, self-sufficient, and capable of standing on her own, yet who also cherishes the bond they share. Socially and culturally, the expectations for men and women have shifted, and so have relationship dynamics. Middle-aged men today are more open to partnerships based on equality and shared responsibility than previous generations. They are more willing to express vulnerability and seek emotional closeness, which profoundly affects what they desire in a woman. Another important element is companionship. For many single middle-aged men, the simple need to share everyday moments, a meal, a walk, a conversation, holds great significance. Loneliness can be a powerful motivator, and the desire for someone to share life's routine, joys, and challenges becomes paramount. Moreover, many men in this age group want a partner who can be both a friend and a lover. They want someone who can challenge their opinions, support their ambitions, and also provide comfort during difficult times. Intellectual compatibility and emotional resonance become more important than youthful exuberance or physical appearance alone. In summary, the mindset and emotional needs of single middle-aged men are complex and multifaceted. They seek partners who bring stability, trust, and depth into their lives. They appreciate maturity, understanding, and shared values. These men often look for a relationship where both partners can grow individually and together, respecting each other's pasts and embracing a shared future. As we move forward, it is essential to remember that these needs and desires are not uniform. Every man is different, shaped by his own history, personality, and dreams. However, by understanding the common psychological and emotional themes, we can better appreciate what single middle-aged men truly seek in a partner. This understanding lays the foundation for exploring the next part of our topic, the qualities and traits that these men most admire in the women they choose to be with. Knowing what lies beneath their preferences helps us see not just the what, but the why. Why certain characteristics matter deeply to them, and how these qualities contribute to building meaningful, lasting relationships. The qualities and traits single middle-aged men admire in women. After understanding the mindset and emotional needs of single middle-aged men, the next natural question is, what kind of women do they actually prefer? What qualities do these men find attractive, trustworthy, and compatible for a lasting relationship? The answer lies in a combination of personality traits, values, lifestyle compatibility, and emotional intelligence, far beyond just physical appearance. First and foremost, men in their middle age tend to admire women who embody maturity and emotional stability. This is not about age alone, but about a woman's ability to handle life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. For men who have faced their own share of challenges, a partner who can remain calm during stressful times, communicate openly, and avoid unnecessary drama is invaluable. Emotional maturity means knowing when to listen, when to support, and when to give space, qualities that foster trust and deepen connection. Honesty and sincerity also rank very high. Many middle-aged men have experienced relationships where dishonesty or miscommunication caused pain and disappointment. Therefore, they appreciate women who are genuine, those who express their feelings openly and act with integrity. A woman who is straightforward yet kind, who can say what she means without manipulation or games, creates a foundation of trust that middle-aged men deeply crave. Another key trait is empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. Men in this stage of life often appreciate a woman who can empathize with their struggles and joys, who can provide comfort without judgment. Empathy leads to better communication and helps resolve conflicts healthily. It signals that the woman is not just a romantic partner, but also a caring friend and confidant. In terms of personality, many middle-aged men are drawn to women who are confident but humble. Confidence here does not mean arrogance, but a secure sense of self and independence. These men respect women who have their own goals, passions, and opinions. Independence is attractive because it indicates that the woman does not rely on a man for validation or survival, but chooses to be with him out of genuine affection. At the same time, humility shows openness to growth and learning, which is crucial for a healthy relationship. Physical appearance, while still important to some extent, is often viewed through a more practical lens by middle-aged men. They tend to appreciate women who take care of themselves, maintain a healthy lifestyle, and dress in a way that suits their personality and age. However, they usually prioritize authenticity over superficial beauty. A warm smile, expressive eyes, and genuine presence often outweigh flawless looks. This is partly because middle-aged men know that outer beauty fades, but inner qualities endure. Lifestyle compatibility is another significant factor. At this stage, many men have established routines, hobbies, and social circles. They prefer women who can share similar interests or at least respect and support their lifestyle choices. Whether it's enjoying quiet evenings at home, traveling, engaging in sports, or pursuing cultural activities, a woman who can connect on these levels makes companionship more fulfilling. This shared lifestyle helps reduce friction and creates a natural flow in daily life. Communication style is also critical. Middle-aged men appreciate women who can express themselves clearly and listen actively. They value conversations that are meaningful and respectful, where both parties feel heard. The ability to discuss differences without escalating into arguments is especially important, given the emotional maturity expected at this age. Women who can navigate these interactions with patience and empathy often become indispensable partners. Humor is another trait that should not be underestimated. Life at middle age can be stressful, and the ability to laugh together, finding joy in simple moments, can greatly strengthen a relationship. Men appreciate women who have a lighthearted side, who can joke, tease, and bring positivity even during tough times. Shared laughter creates bonds that help couples endure life's inevitable challenges. Furthermore, middle-aged men often look for women who are nurturing but not overbearing. They appreciate a partner who cares about their well-being and shows kindness to those around her, whether family, friends, or even strangers. This nurturing spirit creates a warm and supportive environment. However, men generally prefer a balance, someone who is caring yet respects personal boundaries and independence. Finally, many middle-aged men admire women who have a strong sense of values and integrity. They want a partner whose principles align with theirs, whether about family, honesty, work ethic, or spirituality. Shared values form the backbone of lasting relationships because they guide decision-making and lifestyle choices. When core beliefs are aligned, couples find it easier to face life's uncertainties together. In conclusion, the women that single middle-aged men prefer are those who offer much more than just physical attraction. They seek mature, sincere, empathetic, confident, and caring partners with whom they can build a relationship based on trust, mutual respect, and emotional depth. These qualities reflect the evolution of their needs and desires as they embrace a new chapter of life, one defined by meaningful companionship and shared growth. As we move to the final part of this discussion, we will explore how these traits come into play when building and nurturing a lasting relationship with a middle-aged man. Understanding these dynamics will help anyone interested in connecting with this unique group navigate the path toward genuine partnership. Building and nurturing lasting relationships with single middle-aged men. Having understood both the mindset of single middle-aged men and the qualities they admire in women, the next vital step is exploring how to build and sustain meaningful, lasting relationships with them. Creating a strong bond at this stage of life requires a thoughtful approach, one that respects their experiences, honors emotional needs, and embraces mutual growth. The foundation of any enduring relationship is effective communication. For middle-aged men, who often carry the weight of past relationships and life lessons, communication is especially crucial. It is not merely about exchanging words, but about truly listening, understanding, and responding with empathy. Women who want to connect deeply with such men should cultivate open, honest dialogues where both partners feel safe expressing their thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment or rejection. Active listening plays a key role here. Many middle-aged men have learned that being heard and understood can be a rare gift. Therefore, showing genuine interest in their stories, experiences, and emotions builds trust and strengthens intimacy. This means avoiding interruptions, not rushing to offer solutions, and sometimes simply being present as a supportive sounding board. Equally important is the ability to express one's own feelings openly and respectfully. A relationship thrives when both partners are vulnerable and transparent about their needs and concerns. Women who can share their emotions authentically, while maintaining respect and calmness, help create a safe emotional space where middle-aged men feel comfortable lowering their guard. Another pillar in nurturing a lasting relationship is patience and flexibility. Middle-aged men may not move as quickly or express emotions as freely as younger individuals. Past disappointments can make them cautious. Recognizing and accepting this pace without pressure or frustration is essential. Patience allows trust to grow naturally and gives both partners time to adapt to each other's rhythms. Flexibility also means being willing to negotiate and compromise. At this stage, both partners come with their own habits, routines, and expectations. Successfully blending these requires openness to change and understanding that neither person will be perfect. Compromise does not mean losing oneself, but finding common ground where both can feel valued and respected. Building a strong emotional connection also involves shared experiences and quality time together. Middle-aged men appreciate a partner who actively participates in life with them, whether it's trying new activities, pursuing hobbies, or simply enjoying quiet moments. These shared moments foster closeness and create positive memories that anchor the relationship. Trustworthiness is another cornerstone. Given that many middle-aged men have faced betrayals or disappointments before, demonstrating reliability and consistency is critical. Keeping promises, being honest even when it's difficult, and showing loyalty build a sense of security that encourages deeper commitment. Respect plays a fundamental role in all interactions. Respecting a man's opinions, choices, and independence fosters mutual admiration. It is equally important for women to feel respected in return. A healthy relationship thrives on equality, where both partners value each other's individuality and contributions. Supporting each other's personal growth is also key to sustaining long-term relationships. Middle-aged men often seek partners who encourage their goals and dreams and who are willing to grow alongside them. This mutual encouragement creates a dynamic where both people feel energized and inspired, preventing stagnation and boredom. Conflict resolution is inevitable in any relationship, but handling it maturely makes all the difference. Middle-aged men usually prefer calm, rational discussions over heated arguments. Women who approach disagreements with a problem-solving mindset, focusing on understanding rather than winning, help maintain harmony. Knowing when to step back, apologize, or forgive is part of this emotional wisdom. Physical intimacy remains important but tends to evolve with age. Many middle-aged men value closeness and affection that reflect emotional bonding. Gestures like holding hands, hugging, or simply sitting close can be as meaningful as more passionate expressions. Prioritizing emotional connection and intimacy nurtures deeper satisfaction for both partners. Lastly, cultivating a sense of humor and playfulness enriches the relationship. Life's pressures can be eased when couples can laugh together and not take everything too seriously. Sharing jokes, light teasing, or spontaneous fun moments bring joy and resilience to the partnership. In conclusion, building and nurturing a lasting relationship with a single middle-aged man involves patience, empathy, respect, and authentic communication. It requires honoring each other's past, embracing the present, and looking forward to a shared future with openness and trust. The qualities admired by these men, maturity, sincerity, confidence, and kindness, must be met with equally thoughtful efforts to create a relationship where both partners feel cherished and understood. As we reflect on these principles, it becomes clear that relationships in middle age are not just about companionship, but about finding a true partner to journey through life with, someone who listens, supports, and grows alongside you. For women seeking to connect with single middle-aged men, understanding these dynamics is the first step toward building love that lasts. Sustaining growth and deepening connection in relationships with single middle-aged men. Building a relationship with a single middle-aged man is just the beginning. The true challenge and beauty lie in sustaining that connection and allowing it to deepen over time. As life unfolds, couples face new challenges and opportunities for growth, and understanding how to navigate these moments together is key to a lasting and fulfilling partnership. One of the most important factors in sustaining a relationship is continuous communication. This goes beyond the initial stages of getting to know each other. It requires ongoing dialogue about changing needs, feelings, and expectations. Middle-aged men often appreciate when their partners remain curious about their inner world, ambitions, and fears, even after years together. Likewise, sharing your own growth and changes invites mutual understanding and renewal. Another crucial element is adapting to life's transitions. Whether it's career shifts, health changes, or evolving family dynamics, middle age is often a period of significant transformation. Couples who face these transitions hand in hand, offering support and flexibility, tend to weather challenges more successfully. This means being patient when one partner needs space or encouragement and celebrating milestones together, big or small. Maintaining individual interests while nurturing the relationship is equally vital. Middle-aged men usually value their independence and personal growth, and they respect partners who do the same. Encouraging each other to pursue hobbies, friendships, and personal goals fosters a healthy balance and prevents the relationship from becoming stifling or overly dependent. Emotional intimacy deepens with time when partners practice empathy and vulnerability regularly. Sharing fears, dreams, and regrets creates a safe space where both can feel truly seen and accepted. For men who may have been guarded in the past, this kind of openness is particularly meaningful and can transform the relationship into a true partnership of equals. Physical affection continues to play an essential role in maintaining connection. Even as priorities shift with age, small acts of touch, thoughtful gestures, and shared moments of closeness keep the bond alive. Recognizing and honoring each other's needs for physical connection fosters warmth and reassurance. Couples should also cultivate gratitude and appreciation for each other. In long-term relationships, it's easy to take one another for granted, but expressing thanks for the little things, whether it's support during a tough day or simply being present, strengthens emotional bonds. Celebrating each other's strengths and contributions nurtures positivity and deepens love. Lastly, facing challenges together with a united front solidifies the relationship. Conflict will arise, but middle-aged couples who approach problems as a team, rather than adversaries, build resilience and trust. This mindset encourages compromise, forgiveness, and mutual respect, all essential ingredients for a lasting bond. In conclusion, sustaining and deepening a relationship with a single middle-aged man requires continuous effort, understanding, and growth from both partners. It's about embracing change together, maintaining open communication, and nurturing emotional and physical intimacy over time. When both partners commit to this ongoing journey, the relationship becomes not just a source of comfort, but a profound partnership enriched by shared experiences, respect, and enduring love.